I don't think there's anybody that will offer the kind of money PSG are offering him.
Okay, wait, pause it there.
Do you want to
Like the first statement off rip is a lie.
We gave him 7.6 million.
Yeah, like the first statement off rip is a lie. I mean, then you can continue. Yeah.
advance your career, and do you want to go to the best possible projects that can get the best out of you? If you want to do that, I will listen to Liverpool and look at what Liverpool are saying. But the issue with that is I've got to be realistic. Liverpool still have Luis Diaz on £2 a week, or is it €2 a week, or €5 a year? PSG are going to offer way more money.
Oh my! Like, why they always play the fucking money card whenever we get any player? Like Messi was the money card, Di Maria, Neymar. Well, most clubs have a lot of money. Why don't have they anywhere close to our pool? Like it's
is where the dilemma comes in. PSG are going to offer you way more money. It's going to be better for you financially. But footballing wise, the better products for you would be Liverpool. If Kvaratskhelia goes to Liverpool, where they are right now and what they're doing, and he bolsters that attack with the abilities he has, the league is done. And Liverpool are a big threat for the Champions League.
I don't know. I mean, it's done anyway. I don't get why. Like, I guess he's not speaking as from the point of view as a Liverpool fan, but I don't understand why Liverpool would be in for him. Like, Diaz is having a really good season. You know, Akpor's playing really well off the left this season, so I don't really get those links from Liverpool's point of view.
Yeah, like they're interested in the sense of Kvara is a great player.
Right.
Just
nothing like needed or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, but the entire video, every time he talks about Kvara potentially choosing PSG, he mentions money. He's talking about us like we don't play UCL, we're not good, we're bad. Yeah, it's all about money, and we haven't even given Kvara that much money. Luis Diaz probably has a higher wage at Liverpool than Kvara will get at PSG.
Nah, because remember they signed him from Portugal, so I don't think he was on that. He'll be on that much.
Let's actually check.
I'll tell you what.
Like, let's check how many Liverpool players have.
Yeah, like 170 for Diaz, maybe. Even that 170 might be high. Oh, I was just gonna say, I think like is this narrative that like a lot of people like to push about PSG, like the oil money and shit. But you know, at the end of the day, like there's a lot of good things about the club, and I think it's unfair to just push this money narrative, as you say. You know, it's just
the oil money thing doesn't even hold weight anymore because since I'd say 2017, all of PSG's contracts have been pretty much up to standard. They've all been market value, priced at market value. All their all their sponsorship deals, whether that's with Youth Boss, with Fly Emirates, was it Fly Emirates?
Yeah,
yeah, like because that was priced at what, like 50 million euros a year, something like that's market value. Like all PSG's contracts have been market value. Before that, we used to have, admittedly, we did have overinflated,
but we had superstars chosen that no other club had,
and that's what Leonardo back in the day used to fight for when we had those overinflated sponsorship contracts and stuff. But these days, that's just not the case. Like PSG pretty much do things to the letter of the law. They've worked in tandem with UEFA to do that as well. Like,
why did PSG make signings like this? I do not understand Kvaratskhelia going to PSG. It makes no sense from a squad building point of view, in my opinion. They need a striker, and they're selling Kolo Muani. He's either going to go to Spurs, Juventus, Man United. I think he'll probably go to Juventus. It seems like a deal might be agreed for that to happen. But they need a striker to replace him, and they're bringing in a winger who I think...
Why is he saying replace him? Kolo has 2 goals this season.
Suits Kolo Muani's game a little bit more in Kvaratskhelia when they've got an abundance of winger talent. And from Kvaratskhelia's point of view as well, I don't exactly think it's the step up that he thinks it might be. Yes, he's going to be paid a lot of money at PSG, absolutely. But
yeah, the money card, the money, yeah. Money, man, insane.
Barcola has had a brilliant season, like a breakout season, 10 goals and 2 assists. Obviously, he was doing well before, but this year he's gone to another level. Doué, they signed in the summer. I think he's one of the hottest winger talents in Europe. I know his numbers won't necessarily reflect that, but he's a real talent. Spurs wanted him desperately in the summer. I really wanted him, and he's gone to PSG. And maybe now, in hindsight, that wasn't the best move for him if they're going to bring in Kvaratskhelia. And of course, they've got Dembele as well on the other wing. I just don't understand it from a squad profiling or squad building point of view whatsoever. At the top of the league, they've tried to convince him to stay. Conte came out with an interview, and obviously he doesn't really mince his words. He says he's asked to leave Napoli. I feel very disappointed. I spent 6 months trying to show him that something important could be done, and that's exactly what they've done. Conte's Napoli have been brilliant. They have, plus working with the club with the contract to be renewed. Now after 6 months, we are back to square one. It feels as if he's kind of thrown that all back in their face when a move to PSG has come up. And look, you're probably going to take it because of the money, but I think from PSG's
oh my god, man. So
you're probably going to take it. You're probably going to take it because of the money. The money. Back to square one. Man, shut the fuck up. God damn. Fucking trash ass accent.
No, because first Tosin, he's trying to say like PSG compared to other clubs that were interested in him, like Liverpool, it's not that big of an upgrade. But now he's saying like it would have been maybe better for him to stay at Napoli than PSG.
Yeah, dude. Like they're just finding every type of way to cope on this shit, dude. Like that's all it is.
It's a shame, and I think from Kvaratskelia's point of view, it's a shame as well. I don't think he's going to go to the next level at PSG. I might be wrong. I think a move to the Premier League would have suited him a little bit more. I know.
You see what I mean? Like Premier
League, not club, just Premier League. Better to go to United than to go to Chelsea.
Another Prem-tard, dude. Another Prem-tard.
Last minute. I don't think it's what they need right now, but in the summer, maybe with Salah potentially leaving, who knows, they could, kind of order the dynamics of their wingers. I don't know. I just don't think it makes sense from him. And also PSG have worked really hard after they sold Mbappe to kind of bring in a lot of young talent and bring that to the forward. Barcola and Doué, especially in these wide positions, don't get it.
Don't get it. Don't fucking get it. Freelance analyst, scout, South American expert, Liga Portugal, Serie A, featured on BTLV Team Talk, English and from.
In other words, I know fucking nothing. That's pretty much that.
Yeah. But,
okay.
He said PSG squad building is a mess. Playing Colomani with Barcola and Dembele. Then when they're about to sign Kvaratskhelia, they want to sell Colomani, would work better with Kvara than Barcola. Then potentially want to move Barcola back to right wing, despite how good he is at left wing. Someone making sense. They're just not getting the balance dynamics right in their front line. Signing a left wing when you already got Barcola is funny enough, but to then sell the striker Colomani who suits him, baffling. I don't think Colomani is anywhere near as bad as people online say. Been put in wrong conditions, making me a runner in behind and giving credit to pass.
To be honest, I do kind of agree, semi-agree. Even though I don't rate Colo, I do see how he
he's being misused.
No, like how he can think that Colo would be a good fit next to Kvara as a striker.
And the booze.
And like I get the idea, like I get the thought process behind it, but bruh, he just hasn't watched Colo in a PSG jersey.
Okay, this one I agree with. He's saying Barcola and Dembele pairing needs a facilitator, #9, who did PSG sell to Frankfurt, Ekitike. Okay, this one I agree. Should have kept Ekitike. Lucho wanted to keep Ekitike. This was an L by Nasser.
You think so?
Because of the reasons, Tosin. The only reason I've read why Nasser sold Ekitike and said to Lucho, I don't care what you say, is because Ekitike talked with other clubs behind our back, even though he was transfer listed. But yeah, to just summarize this report here, he's talking like, it's good that Colo is leaving. It's good for Colomani. If he cares about Colomani or anything, like, we are a heavy position side. You're never going to get the best out of Colo that way.
Nope.
So many have talked about the Kvara situation, Tosin. It was another guy
They're so hurt. They're very hurt that PSG got them. That's all it is.
It's the same with Neves in the summer.
They're talking about where all these same arguments where there's a congestion in one position, in the left wing position. They don't want to use these same arguments with these other clubs.
Oh, like Madrid having 3 left wingers? No. And Barcola can actually play on the right wing. He was very successful at Lyon there, and in the small moments he's been at PSG. Called Did Kvaratskhelia, European football Sky. Oh, he works for Sky Sports. The Truth podcast. He said Kvaratskhelia is enormously talented, but PSG simply do not need him. Only Amal and Verts have contributed more league goals than Barcola amongst players aged 21 or under this season. They spent 45 million on Barcola in 2023 and 50 million on Dewey in 2024.
Okay.
So where were these on Chelsea, who have Palmer, signed Kendrick Paez, and Esteval all-round wingers? Well, why is it only PSG they do this all the time?
To be fair, I mean, all those players aren't at Chelsea yet, so they're still...
And then I gave him a list. I said all our lower attacks are versatile, like Dembele, Kvara, Barcola, Dewey, and Kang and Lee. They were rotating all plays based on performances. We're just becoming a bit like City, having 2 good players in every position. Then he said, I said, he's doing the exact same thing as Goldbridge did with Neves. These Prem charge are so jealous of us. He said, I'm not jealous of anything. I don't even support the Prem team. If I was PSG, I would back Barcola. He was brilliant in the first few months of the season. He's not nearly as effective off the right. Which isn't particularly versatile either. It just doesn't feel like necessity. I mean, we're 25th in the UCL, have only scored 6 goals in 6 games. There was 3 coming against Salzburg. So any signing is a necessity. Yeah, you don't support one Prem team. You support them all. I love Barcola, but the only attacker that is worthy and ready to start for PSG in attack is Dembele. We're following the City model of not having 3 starters, but 6 potential starters. Competition will only make Barcola better. Plus, we have so many games to play that everyone play enough. This won't happen. Barcola's right at all. Like, he makes a stupid statement, tries to defend himself, and just makes him out to be a bigger clown than he is. I don't support the Prem team. Yeah, you support the entire fucking disgusting league. That's even worse.